yes, there is a scientific methodology to implement automation before implementing automation. Corporations are very clear that before we embark in this automation journey, this is the return on investment they are going to have.
Hello, everyone. Joining us today is Mr. Jacob William, CEO of Flatworld AI. And today we're going to discuss Lean Six Sigma, automation, and AI. Hi, Jacob. What does Lean Six Sigma, AI, and automation means to you?
I think we are in a very interesting time in the way business is adopting technology. AI and automation has been there for over 20 years, late 90s, early 2000s. So it's not a new subject. But since 2022, when OpenAI came with their generative models, AI has been demystified. It's come to a point where it's not an option anymore for corporations and businesses. And leveraging AI for automation is being the topic of the boardrooms. Every company is beginning to implement AI-driven automation. Now, the question that comes up is, where do I implement automation? What kind of AI do I implement? Is there an ROI? And today we have enough data to show that there is a lot of implementation going on from an AI and automation perspective, but where is the return on investment? And there are a lot of CXOs, C-suite people who are wanting to identify in my business, where do I implement AI? How do I implement AI? So Lean Six Sigma, I believe, is an extremely scientific methodology that helps businesses to identify process optimization, process improvement, but more importantly, opportunities for process automation. So since Lean Six Sigma is able to defragment the process, we are able to actually indicate, identify before implementation of automation and AI, where is the best method in the process, where would be the biggest return on investment when we implement automation. So Lean Six Sigma for me is a scientific methodology to identify AI opportunities for automation before investing in automation. I believe that is where it becomes very exciting, that it becomes an answer for businesses that, yes, there is a scientific methodology to implement automation before implementing automation. So there is no cash burn, and corporations are very clear that before we embark in this automation journey, this is the return on investment they are going to have.
Absolutely. And that is why we've heard people saying Lean makes the process faster and Six Sigma makes it better.
You being the specialist of Lean Six Sigma, having run a few projects for the large organizations, what is LSS? Could you give us a brief on the science?
Absolutely. LSS is a scientific and a data-driven methodology which uses a powerful combination of Lean, which identifies and eliminates waste, while the Six Sigma process eliminates the defects and the variations.
That's interesting you said that, Joel. Can you kind of help us understand when you say Lean eliminating waste in a business context, in a process context? How does Lean and Six Sigma help identify opportunities?
Yes, as a part of the assessment that we do for the organizations, we work on the tools. We create something called as VSM, which is value stream mapping, which is just like a process map, but with the additional details of, we kind of capture whether that process is a business value add, a customer value add, or a non-value add.
That's very interesting.
Addition to that, we also capture how much time that particular piece takes. So in case if it is a non-value add, it directly adds to the process optimization itself.
So the value add, so you basically define the value of a process from a customer perspective, from a business perspective, which actually helps to put a dollar amount to that.
Absolutely. And not just that. Now, we spoke about automation and AI, and this gives us a base for that because we call it as a value stream mapping, but it's nothing but a process map. Only thing is, after identifying all the non-value adds, bottlenecks, and the waste, we eliminate all of them, making it a perfect candidate for automation.
So that really helps a business to understand their process.
Mm-hmm.
And it also helps to actually, from a data-driven perspective, to identify opportunities for optimization and improvement and automation.
That is right.
That is fascinating because that's one of the challenges that I believe businesses are facing, that if there is a scientific methodology. So what I'm hearing you say is that Lean Six Sigma is a scientific methodology to identify application of AI and automation. That is excellent. That is excellent.
Yes, in a way, if you have to say, I mean, we call this as process first and automate next, simply because you don't want to automate a bad process or inefficient process because it will only get the inefficiencies faster.
I love that. What did you say? Process first and
Automate next.
I think that actually hits the nail on the head, because a lot of times today the pressure is automate first. But you're saying, let's do the process mapping first. That will give you an objective methodology for automation. Yep. Excellent. That's fascinating, Joel.
Thank you, Joel. Yeah, it absolutely tells you the why of every step. And in today's world, we need to know the why before we do anything at all. If we don't know that, we are bringing in a lot of inefficiencies. Thank you, Joel.